Sheffield United have pulled out of a deal for Akpom from Middlesbrough following the club's valuations for the player not matching. Borough were looking for over £10 million for last year's Championship Player of the Season. Sheffield United were only willing to go up to around £8 million. He looks set on a move to Dutch giants Ajax. To be fair, even if we met Borough's evaluation for the player and it was up for him to choose between Sheffield United and Ajax, he almost definitely would have picked Ajax. I mean, after living in the northeast for the past few years, I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to be able to get to the Netherlands. Obviously, nothing against the northeast, I'm from there myself, but it just doesn't compare to Amsterdam, does it? Still, I think this speaks to a bigger issue at the club. Clearly, we don't want to go down the route of big money signings. We've definitely been burnt before. I mean, you don't have to look any further than Brewster. I mean, after getting him, we didn't sign anyone for what, 3 windows? But personally, I think that's a totally fair price to pay for a player of his quality, especially when, you know, we're yet to replace Njai. Not that Akpom would be a like-for-like replacement for Njai in terms of the style of play, but in terms of, you know, the number and replacing those numbers in the aggregate, he could certainly do that. I mean, if you play to his strengths, he can score you lots of goals. I mean, just look at Middlesbrough last season where he scored 28 goals. But I know people can say that one season wonder, this and that, but I don't think that he's a one season wonder. I think that's just Michael Carrick came in and saw that, you know, you can play to his strengths and just score lots of goals with him. And I think that's just how you look at it. I mean, I think he would have been a fantastic signing for us. I can't get over the difference in valuation. It seems like a few £1 million. I don't know why we wouldn't just go for it. I think for a player of that quality, £10 million, you could even argue it's a bargain. I mean, if you think that what Hamer was around 15, Sousa 7, what are you going to say that Akpom isn't around that same quality? I'd say he certainly was. I feel like Heki has had one of his hands tied behind his back the entire time he's been with us. I mean, we haven't spent a huge amount of money, and then he's having his best players leaving this summer. But yeah, this is just another one to add to the list where, you know, reports were saying that Akpom was number 1 on the list for forwards once Njai left. But following the signings of Sousa and Hamer, I'd trust the club to get a good signing across the line, even if it's going to turn out to be a little bit late. Right now, all signs are pointing towards us going for Archer, who was on loan at Middlesbrough last season and shone alongside Akpom in their very fruitful forward line. I'm not too sure about the signing. I mean, I feel like in terms of like a player profile, he's quite similar to Traore. I don't think he offers the same amount that Akpom does. I mean, again, I get that he's a young player, and the club enjoy signing young players because even if they don't work out for us in say 2-3 seasons time, you can still sell them on, and they, you know, retain most of their value because of their age and potential. I won't be surprised if we got 1 or 2 players in before the Forest game, even if one of them may be a loan. I'm expecting movements this week around Doyle and Archer. I also think there's going to be another big signing this window. Obviously, not that Doyle and Archer aren't big signings, but obviously I'm looking towards the fact that the club were haggling over £2 million with Middlesbrough for a fee over Akpom. And I feel like maybe we're just trying to sort something bigger out, and that's why we had to pull back on this one. I mean, look, maybe I'm just saying that because it's wishful thinking, but just for Heki's sake, I hope we can get another big signing across the line so we've got a shot at staying up this season. But yeah, like I said, that's just a quick update on a Sheffield United transfer. Thanks for watching.